Hello everyone. Do you like Christmas puddings? Well, I do, a little bit too much in fact. Today our story is called The Great Christmas Pudding Rescue. It's written by Claire Freedman and illustrated by Samara Hardy, published by Macmillan Children's Books. Let's find out what happens. Here we go. Snow fell softly and the air buzzed with excited whispers. The happy villagers of Pudding Town were watching and waiting for the Pudding Express train to arrive. It carried a precious cargo, all the yummy ingredients needed for their Christmas pudding festival. Just then there was a loud announcement. "Disaster!" cried the station master. "The Pudding Express is stuck in snow." "Oh no," the people cried. "We can't have our great pudding festival without it. What shall we do?" There was only one thing to do. The children wrote a letter to Santa Claus. "Dear Santa, the Pudding Express is snowed up at Jam Junction. On board are all the ingredients we need to cook the giant Christmas pudding for our great pudding festival. We can't have a pudding festival without a pudding. Please help. From the people of Pudding Town." As the smallest child was about to post the letter, a sudden breeze blew it high into the frosty sky with a swoosh. Maybe it happened because they were hoping and caring, loving and sharing. Whee! The letter swirled above the rooftops, over the frozen lake, across the forest and far, far away. Santa was in his workshop when the envelope swooped through his letterbox and landed on his desk. "Oh dear," he gasped, reading it. "Something must be done." Santa stomped outside into the snow and whistled very loudly. Out from the trees, animals and birds came hopping and skipping excitedly. Santa explained about the train stuck in deep snow. "Well, what can we do to help?" Squirrel asked. "I'll show you," Santa replied. They followed him into his huge Christmas cavern. Every shelf was piled so high with presents. "Aha, found it," Santa smiled, reaching for a huge cookbook. "Mrs. Claus's very secret scrumptious Christmas pudding recipe. And here is everything that we need to make it." There was spicy cinnamon, crunchy almonds, brown sugar, juicy raisins, and sticky treacle. "Delicious," said Bear, dipping his paw into the treacle. Santa found fresh brown eggs, creamy butter, squidgy cherries, and zingy ginger. "Smells lovely," squeaked Mouse. "Achoo!" sneezed Fox, opening the flour packet. There was even a shiny silver sixpence to hide inside the pudding and holly to decorate it. Each of the animals carried off an ingredient. "Thank you, friends," said Santa. "I would come with you, but it's Christmas Eve and I have a very important job to do." The animals set off for Pudding Town, but with a few mishaps along the way. They almost got lost in a snow blizzard. "Follow our singing," chirped the robins. "We'll lead you through." Mouse got a little upset when he sat on some prickly holly that Hare had left behind, and some cherries went missing. On the slippery frozen lake, Squirrel dropped her raisins. They scattered everywhere. Fortunately, Hedgehog was able to collect them in no time. But they had lots of fun too, skating across the frozen lake, egg juggling competitions and snowdrift jumping. "It's getting late," Fox said. "We must hurry." At last they saw the twinkling lights of Pudding Town. "I never thought we'd get here in time," said Rabbit, "but we did." Maybe it was because they were hoping and caring, loving and sharing. What a surprise the villagers had when they saw the animals bringing such wonderful supplies for their great pudding festival. "Hooray!" they cheered. "Thank you!" Everyone got straight to work. There was mixing and stirring, grating and chopping. "I'm in charge of the tasting," laughed Bear. "We're happy to help," said the children. There was adding and pouring, measuring and whisking. Finally, the pudding was ready to put inside the oven. "It's almost Christmas," the people yawned. "We should get to bed before Santa arrives." The town awoke to the sound of the robins singing happily because it was Christmas Day. Santa had visited overnight and left presents for everyone. "Snow sledges," laughed the children. "Raisin cookies," smiled Hedgehog. "A giant tub of treacle," said Bear with a sticky grin. In all the fun and excitement, they almost forgot about their pudding. Everyone waited with bated breath to see how it had turned out. The pudding was enormous. "It's our biggest ever," the people cheered. It was hot and steaming, and the yummy smell made everyone feel very hungry indeed. "I can't wait to taste it," grinned Bear. No one could. Hooray! It was the best great pudding festival that Pudding Town had ever had. The day was filled with feasting and friendship, sparkles and smiles, singing and dancing. Best of all, the pudding tasted delicious. And there was more than enough for all the people and animals. "Even I can't eat another crumb," Bear sighed. "We found the silver sixpence," squeaked the mice happily. "What a magical day we've shared," the villagers said to the animals. "Thank you for helping us. You saved our great pudding festival." The animals smiled. Maybe it was because everyone had been hoping and caring, loving and sharing. That together they had all the right ingredients for the perfect Christmas. And maybe, just maybe, if we begin hoping and caring, loving and sharing, then our dreams will also come true. What a wonderful story. And doesn't Pudding Town sound like a magical place? Well, I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. Sleeping tight, having wonderful Christmas dreams. That was The Great Christmas Pudding Rescue, written by Claire Freedman, Samara Hardy, and published by Macmillan Children's Books. Good night, everyone. Good night.